talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is radio. With Steve Gagne, thanks very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Fascinated, you have built The Beat, Bristol's rock mix. Why did you do this? And it's going to be all about community, in part.
Right. I have some background in radio. I was in FM radio for a couple of years, and it's a passion of mine. I love radio, and I love business, and the whole community part was my wife's idea. So when I decided to go ahead and do, I don't like to call it internet radio, but it's more streaming radio via mobile devices. I think internet radio has a bit of a stigma and illegitimacy to it from bigger business, from bigger conglomerates of radio. But I didn't see it that way. I see it the way technology is moving today. It's going in the direction of more internet-based.
It's all about mobile.
Right, and there's more freedom and creativity that comes along with it. With radio today, you just don't have that kind of freedom, and you go from one city to another city and it all sounds the same. There's no movement up.
Well, I miss radio of
So do
yesterday.
I.
You know, this takes me really back. You're driving in the car and you just kind of, you know, not even this, but you're tuning. Mm-hmm. And there's not much radio around anymore, especially that's local, that caters to communities, that caters to the state. So your mission is to do what in Bristol?
My mission is a few things, is to play awesome music, rock music, but to bring the community together. To focus on the city of Bristol and the surrounding area by talking about news, events that's going on, politics, sporting events. I mean, everything in Bristol right now it's hopping. It's things are really starting to grow.
Things are changing.
Things are changing for the better, and we want to be that positive addition to the city of Bristol.
And you're a lifelong Bristol guy.
Absolutely.
And you served our country in the Marine Corps.
Correct.
You got out in 1994.
Oh, you've done your homework. Yes,
I have done my homework.
Yes.
I specialize in that.
Yes, I have.
Well, thank you for serving our country.
Oh, thank you.
So drawing on your military experience, now you're in the radio studio. Let's show you in the radio studio as you're doing your thing.
All right.
There you are, and you're learning a keyboard and all of that stuff. Who paid for this? How'd you get this equipment?
I paid for it.
You did pay for it?
It came out of my pocket, yes. I saved my money and invested my money into this radio station because I believe in it so much. And the whole part about having the community involvement, as well as just being about the community, is we want to have people in the community to come down and be part of the station, to do jingles. We want our advertisers to come in and do their own spots. Have our advertisers come in so we could interview them so people could learn more about their business.
This is old-fashioned radio,
Absolutely.
Steve. This is terrific.
It's something you don't hear anymore because big radio, they just don't seem to care about what's going on in the community.
We got so far away from that, and now hopefully the pendulum is swinging back a little bit. Where are you how are you gathering your news, and who's working for you? Now, I know you're just building it, and you've been on the air just streaming?
We've just been streaming music for the past few weeks, yes.
And you stream through an app, is that correct? And the website?
Right now it's through the website. We have an app that we're beta testing right now.
Okay.
Once we've gone through the glitches and tweaked a few things, then we're going to make it available free for everybody, either through Apple or through Android. Those two operating systems.
There
you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have sponsors that are helping you out? I mean, how is this being received by the city of Bristol?
People are excited. I have a few companies coming up to me saying that they want to advertise with us, and we're just getting out.
You loved hearing that.
I love hearing that, and it helps a lot with advertising or putting the word out on social media. Social media is the best way to get any kind of information out there versus paying money for billboards or paying money for newspaper ads. It's just, that seems to be just kind of like tossing your money out the window. Social media is huge.
Have you talked to other folks in the state yet that have tried to do this?
No, I haven't, but I know some people who have tried internet radio, and I think what they're doing, the way they're going about it is just all wrong. I've been in internet business since 1999, so I kind of know how patterns go. And the way internet radio works with thousands of stations that are out there, everybody has a global audience. It's not just your little market. It's a global audience. So that's what they kind of cater to, and they try to chase that global market by getting advertisers where it's a pay-per-click or something where you really don't get paid.
Right.
And they tend to fail, where what we're doing is we're sticking to a community where advertising doesn't cost that much for the mom and pop shop. So I mean,
and that's what I love about what you're doing. This is about the everyday guy who has a dream, who's built a bricks and mortar business, and they get to. It seems it will be cost effective enough to get on the radio station to tell other folks in Bristol about what they're doing.
Absolutely. And the only thing different between us and terrestrial radio is we just don't have an antenna, but we're doing everything else exactly the same way. We're streaming through our website, and we also have the mobile app. The big radio stations, they have the mobile apps. If they thought it wasn't such a serious part of business to be in, then they wouldn't be spending thousands, if not millions of dollars into their own mobile apps. So it's a very serious aspect of that business.
Sure.
And it's the future, and the future is pretty much coming down the pike really fast.
What kind of help do you need? Are you looking for folks to work with you?
I need disc jockeys, I need salespeople, I need promotions people, I need everybody that would typically work at a radio station. I need those people to come forward and say, hey, I want to work.
And how do they get a hold of you?
They can email me at steve@bristolbeat.com.
All right, and you've come up with a little logo. I just want to show this, the Beat. Is this you, or is this your wife who is helping you with this?
No, that's me.
That's
I did that. I designed that logo, yes.
And why are you calling it the Beat?
Kind of cheesy in a way, because
I don't think so. I think it's good.
Well, when you hear how I came to the Beat, Bristol's motto is all heart. Well, Bristol's motto is all heart. We've got the beat. We've got the heartbeat of Bristol.
And you were able to get, let me not get it so shiny, and you were able to get the domain.
Yes, bristolbeat.com, yes.
Right. In 5 years, what is this going to look like, do you think, your station? Because I see you in there alone right now, just building it and just rolling up the shirt sleeves and getting it done.
I spent a lot of time in there by myself, building everything, putting up the acoustic tiles, all that, putting in the music.
Where is it? In your house?
No.
This?
It's in downtown Bristol, right across the street from City Hall, with a beautiful scenic look of what I guess used to be called Depot Square, with the mall property. It's just a vacant wasteland right now. But we
know it well.
But we have front row seats to when it starts to get developed. We're right there. We could hear everything with the windows open, and it's exciting times.
24 hours a day?
24 hours a day. I want to have jocks on there from 6 a.m. till midnight. And the way I'm going to work it out from the overnight from midnight to 6 a.m. Anybody who wants to come in and hone their skills, try out some new material, it's free for them to come in and work out their material.
Just rock? You're going to stick with rock?
Yes, it's a really good rock mix from 60s all the way up to today. We're playing everything from the Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, Led Zeppelin.
Is that your childhood kind of? That's your teenage years?
My teenage years was mostly 80s and 90s with some Van Halen, U2, Mellencamp, going into Pearl Jam, and and everything up till today. But yeah, it's predominantly 80s and 90s music, peppered with some 60s, 70s, and some millennium music, but yeah.
Hardest part about what you're doing?
Hardest part is not asking for help, doing it all myself until I need people. I feel like I need people, but there are some projects where I know I can't take care of, like the cabinetry and countertops.
Right.
And one piece of the cabinets that I got was from WCCC.
Well, what's that saying? If you build it, they will come?
I hope so.
I hope so too, and we're going to help you try to do that. I think
you.
what you're doing is terrific, because it's about the community and it's about your city and your hometown kid, and you came back and you're making it better.
Thank you.
So Steve Gagne, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about the Beat out of Bristol.
Thank you, Ann.
When one they send, who is this girl I spend all night kissing? And if one was right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked, if I'm a wishing I found the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Need to keep locked in the grocery store of my mind. Just to save time, I'll skip right ahead to the last ride. The harder we look, the less we can see. Don't you know, you know, you know.